Hi Pisces, and welcome to your horoscope for January 2024. Thanks for joining me. It's a pleasure to be with you today. I'm going to look at what the planets are doing in your chart here in January and how they influence you. The way to watch these horoscopes is for your sun sign first, then for your rising sign, and then for your moon sign last. The first thing that happens here in January, on the 1st of January, we have Mercury, the communication planet. It exits its retrograde, so it no longer appears to go backwards, and it goes direct, so it moves forwards. So if you've had any issues with communication or transportation lately, those start to really ease off. And particularly for you guys, if you've had issues in things haven't quite made sense or gone the way I would expect them to in my career, in my working life, then that becomes a lot easier. On the 5th of January, Mars moves into Capricorn and it goes into your 11th house of hopes and dreams. And what you'll notice here is that you get a sense of, I can rely on things. Things aren't going awry all the time. I can use my energy and kind of look at the long term and start building again. Where I don't think you're overly supported or where you don't have a huge amount of focus is really the things that make you feel joyful and happy and your most intimate relationships or what you can do in future. I feel like at the beginning of the month here, there may be a sense of, okay, things are starting to make sense. Let me start to build, but it's still this cautious kind of sense of I can start again. And what I would suggest is that you really do spend a little bit of time enjoying yourself and to just celebrate the fact that things are improving and they're moving in the right direction rather than, like cautiously testing the waters. There's no need for that. Things look really good. It's not like things start to make sense and start to work again and that they go the other way. That's not going to happen. Things improve as soon as the first day of the new year arrives and they will continue to improve. So just celebrate that early on as if it's already happening and as if you already feel certain about that. On the 11th of January, we've got a new moon in Capricorn, and that happens in your 11th house of hopes and dreams again. And the new moon is when the moon goes pitch black and it pulls a lot of energy in. In this case, it pulls Capricorn energy in, which is an earth sign associated with work and setting goals and getting them done. So now you start to feel more confident. I can kind of implement things. I can use my energy to get things done and see the outcome that I would like. And that gets stronger and stronger and stronger. On the 14th of January, Mercury, the communication planet, ingresses also into 11th. So it's very unlikely here that you miss a beat. You're on top of things, you have your energy, you're looking at what you want for yourself as well as what your obligations and duties are. And you're very good at staying on top of everything. So there isn't a lot of room for disappointment, or there isn't anything that says, oh, all these, untoward circumstances are going to come in that will give me a sense of setback. I think it's a slow start and then you speed up consistently. And then by the middle of the month here, you're really on the road to good things. And then the big shift is on the 21st of January, which is when Pluto, the planet of transformation and change, it moves out of Capricorn and it goes into Aquarius. So I've gone into a lot of detail on this. Check out the video that I did for the entire year. If you type in Pisces 2024, you'll find that video. And I go into a lot of detail because this is a super significant shift. Pluto has been in Capricorn since 2008 and it now changes into Aquarius on the 21st of January and then stays in Aquarius pretty much until 2044. So the next 21 years, it's the end of one era and the beginning of a new era. And it goes into the house that's in the traditional chart, ruled by your sign of Pisces, which is the 12th house. So this for you is going to translate as, oh, I can breathe, I feel like myself, my imagination is back, and I'm able to look at different options and kind of connect in the way that I would usually like. So everything opens up. So the key thing here, I feel, is not to give into that sense of caution because you feel like something is still disconnecting you. That comes in naturally here later on in the month. Also on the 21st, we have the sun going into Aquarius, and it also joins Pluto in your 12th house. So the sun is what you identify with on a conscious level. It's what makes you feel empowered. And those two going into your traditional 12th house sector, it really indicates that your power returns and that you specifically feel this firebird transforming, rising from the ashes kind of sense when it comes to yourself and what's going on internally. And the only thing I would say is trust the process. Yeah, that's the direction it's going in. So if you're hesitating at the beginning of the month, then even be kind to yourself about that, but there's no need to hesitate. You can hit the ground running here. On the 23rd, Venus, the planet of love and beauty, that goes into Capricorn, and it joins the two other personal planets, Mercury and Mars, also in Capricorn in your 11th. So now you'll really get that sense of it's okay to take action, to take risks, to build the things that I want to occur in future, whether that's my love life or my work. The perspective feels much more solid, so you can trust your own gut again. That's what I meant earlier with the sense of something is disconnected here. You can trust your intuition, you can play it by ear, you can go via your feelings, and it's going to lead you in the right direction. On the 25th of January, we've got the full moon in Leo, and that happens in your 6th house of everyday routine and physical health and work. So that inner sense of, yes, I can rely on myself again, it kind of spills over into your everyday routine. You start to get some good news that strengthen that sense of, yes, I'm right. I can rely on my gut. Something positive will come your way via your existing circumstances, and can be trivial as in terms of the calendar eases up a bit, or I feel healthier in my physical body, or it's easy to kind of stick to the thing that I want to do, or things are going as planned instead of constantly being a headache and being somewhat of an annoyance. So it's proof that your intuition and your feeling is to be trusted, which then builds your confidence even more. And then finally, on the 27th, we've got Uranus, the planet of the miraculous and the unexpected. That goes direct in your 3rd house of communication, and it's next to Jupiter, the lucky planet, also in your 3rd house. So it's almost like, oh, I've got my intuition back to the point where it's almost concrete. I can touch it, feel it, or even read it. So if you are a Pisces who's felt somewhat, not you yourself, but if you felt that your intuition has been unreliable or weirdly off, then that's kind of removed as January moves on, and you'll get to this place of, oh, I can trust myself and it's all good. So it's like a weight off, it's a burden removed. Yeah, so that's what I get for you here in January. I hope it gives you an idea of what you'll be working with. If you'd like a personal reading with me, please get in touch via my website. It's gregoryscott.com. On the front page, click on book your reading to order your reading with me. To draw up your birth chart, I need your place of birth, date of birth, and time of birth. If you don't have the time of birth, then order a chart rectification with me, please. That's a process where I actually work out your time of birth based on 10 or more life events that you send me. And once I've got that, then I can draw up your natal chart, which is a snapshot of the sky at the moment you were born. If you have any questions around where you're naturally supported, strengths, weaknesses, what's kind of destined for you, where you can make major changes, what's coming up in future, and even specifics like which locations work best for me, when's a good time to move, anything at all, please do get in touch with me for a personal reading. Check out some of my other videos. I do horoscopes on the new moon, the full moon. I do a weekly horoscope, and I also do a daily tarot reading. So check out all of those. Have a wonderful January, and I'll speak to you soon.